Hello everybody, this is Tony bISM's Extreme Wargaming Update. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about where I get my, what I'm doing as far as organizing the unit structures, the divisions, battalions, regiment, and all that stuff, how I'm setting it up for the German side at this point. Most of my reference, although I do look online, the web has a great variety of videos and things. There's not a lot of detail reading material, good reading material on the web that I could find showing unit organization. So I collected a lot of books over the years, and that is where I draw a lot of my references from. In front of you is a book called The Wehrmacht Panzer Divisions. It's an essential tank identification guide. And it's the Panzer Division from 1939 to 45. It is a very good reference book. I'm going to kind of open it up and let you look. You can see here. So you get a lot of references. It'll kind of talk a lot about the tanks. It'll give you information about the tanks, the weapon systems, the range of the tank, the weight, the armor protection, and so on. And if you kind of flip through here, find another page. It has like the layouts of a company, and so it'll tell you how many tanks in a company, how many tank platoons within that company. It'll also give you reference of larger armored companies, such as these are Tiger Company here. And it also another thing, if you can see up there, it says the 10th Panzer Division, so it goes through all the divisions, like that's the 3rd Panzer Division. So this was a good reference book for me, although by no means is it the only one, but it's one of the better ones. You can see that. The next one I have here is, which is also an essential vehicle identification guide, Waffen SS Divisions, 1939 to 45. It's pretty much the same thing. It's a paperback, but it's still the same reference type book. You can see there's a battalion, reconnaissance battalion, armored cars, heavy armored cars. So it also gives you information on reconnaissance units, pioneer units, and things like that. And it gives you information on Panzer Artillery Regiment, self-propelled, which is very good because that's going to also be incorporated into my wargaming. This is also a Panzer Jagger, which is an anti-tank unit, infantry unit. This was the 5th SS, so it tells you how many vehicles were in it. It shows you the half tracks that were on with an anti-tank gun, 75mm. It shows you some of the modified Panzers that were Panzer 1s and 2s that carried a heavier gun than what they had normally been designed for. So you get a broad range of different weapon systems used within the Panzer divisions. So, that's another series of books I've been using quite a bit. It's called Battle Orders. It's by Osprey Publishing. You can see these Panzer divisions. 1941 to 1943, and then you also have Panzer Divisions 1944 to 1945. This is actually a really good book because it shows a lot of how the German Panzer Division organizational charts changed as the war progressed and turned against the Germans. So it gave you an idea that the Germans didn't have Panzer Divisions at full strength like they did in 1939 at the start of World War II, but it shows you how they were able to adapt and make their Panzer Division better suited for the times. It also has a lot of reference material in it. This is a good thing to note also. It has key military symbols that the Panzer Divisions utilized, which is great. These books are really good because they also talk about doctrine and training. There's a section on unit organization. There's a lot of stuff in these books, so it's pretty good for references. Divisional headquarters, it talks about there, it talks about the Panzer regiments. I also have a book, The Essential Vehicle Identification Guide, of just the Panzer Grenadier divisions, which I'll be showing some videos on my infantry units, mechanized infantry units. This is a very good book. It's the same as all the others. Details unit, organization, platoon, all the way up to division. Right here in front of you is kind of a spreadsheet I made, a printout. It's Type 51 Panzer Division organizational chart. Why I call it a Type 51 is, if anybody that's familiar with the history of the Panzer divisions, the German Army, as they reorganized and restructured the Panzer divisions as the war progressed, they would call it Type 41 for the year that they did this. So Type 41, they did it in I think they did it Type 42, which is a restructuring when they had suffered heavy losses in the summer and winter campaigns of 41. They did it again in 1943 prior to the Citadel offensive. So the Type 43 Panzer divisions were structured along the lines that were established at that time. And of course, as you got towards the end of the war, 44, 45, when the Panzer divisions were pretty much diminished as far as their striking power, there was a Type 44 Panzer division. So anyways, I kind of came up with mine, which is Type 51. My alternative history wargaming starts in 1952. So it's kind of going to be at the onset of that of what it would look like. And as you can see, I don't know how well you can see this, as the 10th Panzer Regiment, you have 2 battalions, 48 tanks and 48 panzers in each battalion. And the next Panzer Regiment has 2 battalions, 48 panzers in each one of those, totaling 96 per regiment and 192 per division. Each battalion also has a complement of armored cars, motorcycles for the reconnaissance company. That varies as far as what the number will be. There will also be a battery of anti-aircraft, mobile anti-aircraft guns. Also, something to note is, you can see right here, out of the 4 companies, 2 of the companies will be light panzers, and 1 company will be medium panzers, and the other company will be heavy panzers. A little quick brief of this right here. You go to that page, panzer classification. So I kind of tell right up here what is a heavy panzer and what is a classification, weight classification, 41 to 50 tons. So it's the E45, the Panzer Kampfwagen 8, the X50, then you have the low, which is the Lion. Then in the medium panzers, you have the E35 and the Panzer Kampfwagen 8. Light panzers, 15 to 30 tons. You have E15, E25, Panzer Kampfwagen 2, 4, 7, and the L7 Panzer, which will be something I'm going to use from the Skoda works. It's going to kind of follow the lines of the T-34 and T-35 Panzers that the Germans took control of when they occupied Czechoslovakia, but I figured it'd be interesting to kind of incorporate a new design that Skoda, because Skoda had supplied them with Panzers throughout the conflict in World War II. Anyways, that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing, how I'm going to organize it. And that's kind of all, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.